Hello and welcome to our next video in our installment. This video will cover the view consumption usage, or the way we view our consumption. In our previous video, we discussed how to view our billing, and in previous video before that, we discussed the dashboard. Building on the dashboard video, we want to view our usage a little bit more intensely. Here we can there's a couple of methods to get to this data. The first one would be by clicking on the meter itself, like I'm doing now, which will take you to this graph. Alternatively, if you don't want to follow that, you can click here and view usage graphs. In either scenario, you would be taken to the same place, where you can select your meter by selecting the alias you've selected for it. If there is no alias selected for it, it will just be the meter number. By selecting the Manyako one, the following graph is given. Here we can see our usage over time, from year to day up until now. We can see that this morning we didn't use anything, and then we used slightly more. We can adjust our views by selecting one of the following options at the top here. By selecting yesterday, we could see the usage of yesterday. And by selecting the 7-day view, we would be able to see how much we consumed in the last week. And selecting the 30-day view, the following graph would be given for you. Indicated in red bars are days when you exceeded your usage limit. By selecting the 30-day option, you'd be able to see the following graph. This graph gives you a daily indication of whether you meet your targets or not. In the previous video, we talked about setting a limit, and I said I wanted to control my usage a little bit more, and I set it to 90 liters a day. Indicated in blue are the days that I used less than 90 meters. Indicated in red are the days I used more than 90 meters. And you can clearly see here, hovering over each of these meters would give you a little bit more detail. By clicking on it, you'd get a breakdown of that day, its usage. By selecting the back button, you'll be taken back to it. Here we would see a different view. I consumed a little bit of water here, and I consumed a little bit of water here. And clicking back here. You can also select a custom viewpoint. Here you can see that we have a 30-day limit, and you can see how close we are to reaching our goal. This target here is based on the number of days there is a month timed by the selected one. So we have 30 days in this month timed by 90 gives us 2.7 kiloliters, or 2,700 kiloliters that we want to use. And here we would see that same breakdown again, but we can select any custom date that we want, going back even further, all the way back, for example, to the 8th of February. Selecting view, and here we would see our usage up until like the 16th. Clearly, I'd had no consumption here. To the graphs. Looking only at today, you'd see on the left-hand side your liters used, and on the right side, you'd see a time scale up to the time you're at now. Increasing it to 7 days will still give you your usage limit and whether you've reached a certain point over the period that you've used it. And looking at your 30 days, it's the same thing again, liters, but this time instead of hours, you have days here. And indicated in blue, the blue dotted line is your usage limit, helping you to increase or live more efficiently. Please note that the electricity works in pretty much the same way. Although here it would say kilowatt used and the time frame. Thank you.